of Shakti Darshana program. Let us offer our pranams to Guru, Sadguru. Om Chaitanyam Shashwatam Shantam Vyomatitam Niranjanam Nadabindu Kalatitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. I welcome all of you for today's session of Shakti Darshana program. So this is, I think, fourth in the series of Shakti Darshana program, third in the series of Shakti Darshana program. We will look into the chakras, energy system. Shakti Darshana is about energy. Okay, so let us have a view of the energy system. There are energy centers in our body. These energy centers are called Shakti. The energy. Okay, in Atma Darshana program, we are focusing on the consciousness. In Shakti Darshana program, we are focusing on the energy. The consciousness is the inner reality, energy is the outer reality. Consciousness is the transcendent, energy is the immanent. Consciousness is about the self, energy is the expression of self. Shiva and Shakti. So why it's important? Energy is important. Without energy, we are nobody. We are nothing. Sri Shankaracharya says, without Shakti, Shiva is Shava. Shava means dead body. Shiva with Shakti only illuminates the entire world. So Shakti is important. We should not neglect Shakti. That's why in Sanatana Dharma, always we give importance to Shakti first. Jai Shri Ram. Shri means Shakti. Lakshmi Narayana. Shakti, we give importance. In Vedanta, Jnana, that's why I bring both Shakti and Shiva part. Atmano Mokshartham, Jagaditaya. Atmano Mokshartham is Shiva, Jagaditaya is Shakti. So both have to be developed. Otherwise, it will be an incomplete development. So, in our last class, if you remember, the pure awareness, Parabrahma, Sadashiva, Sadguru, whom we call as I principle, manifests as I am, which is called God Self, Ishvara. And that I am manifests as three centers in our body: Jnana, Ichcha, and Kriya. Awareness, light of knowledge, light of love, and light of life. Prajna, Prema, Prana. Correct? In life we suffer because we always want to accumulate, want to get more. We live in a beggar consciousness. Whereas God, I am, is a giver consciousness. He gives in abundance. So we have to learn how to give to grow. That's called Shakti Darshana. That's the expansion. That's the expression. Life always, there's expansion and expression. When we try to accumulate, when we hold on, then we are going against life and that's suffering. To live in tune with life is called yajna. So this is what I said in the last class. Now, I'm bringing you one more terminology here. Ichcha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. So these together are called Lakshmi Durga Saraswati, or Divine Mother. So Ichcha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti we will use in yogic terminology. In Puranic terminology, they are called divine. That's called divine mother Shakti. Lakshmi is Ichcha Shakti. Durga is Kriya Shakti. And Jnana Shakti is Saraswati. So you have to understand difference between Jiva and Deva. Jiva is individual consciousness. Deva is universal consciousness. So I have knowledge. I have intellect. Everybody has intellect. The total intellect, collective intellect is called Deva. Individual intellect is called Jiva. I have love. Everybody has love. The collective or universal love is called Deva. Individual love is called Jiva. Similarly, Shakti. I have energy. Individual Shakti. The universal Shakti is Deva, Devi. So that's where Ichcha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti are represented by Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati. That's how in Sanatana Dharma we have so many Devas, the divine powers which can manifest to us. It's about Vyakti Vikasa or flowering of the individual. That's where we have so many Devas. Devas are divine powers which you can manifest through us. So Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati, in a way, they are human potential. From a Jiva, you can grow into Deva. From limited prema, love, you can grow into universal love. From limited intellect, you can grow into universal intelligence. So that's where Jiva to Deva is what we call as yoga. Individual to universal, Jiva to Deva. The teaching of that is called Yoga Shastra in various ways. So understand this. We live in an energy, entire universe, cosmos is energy. Scientists have come and said E is equals to mc square. All matter is nothing but energy. Our ancestors said entire universe is Shakti, Divine Mother, energy. We are living in an ocean of energy. We are also energy beings. A human being is also energy being. Everything is energy. A stone is energy. Everything is energy. Energy appears as matter to us. Otherwise, we are living in an ocean of energy. And this ocean of energy is called Divine Mother, Adi Parashakti in our language, in our Ichcha Shakti, Lakshmi, Ichcha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. The Divine Mother is ocean of energy. We live in that energy. And we are energy. You can think we as a, myself, you as a wave of energy. Otherwise, we are whole ocean of energy. The entire universe is ocean of energy. So there's a teaching in Vedanta, Sarvam Khalu Ida Brahma. All this is Brahman. This refers to what we see. So I want to use that word. All this is energy. Sarvam Khalu Ida Brahma. I want to say all this is energy. Energy has no form. Energy is formless. Sarvam Khalu Ida Brahma. I want to interpret it as all this Shakti. Sarvam Shaktimayam. We live in an ocean of energy, and that ocean of energy is called Divine Mother. It's a conscious energy. That's why you can interact with the energy. That's what is love. That's what devotion is all about. So let us understand the relationship between the consciousness, energy, and matter. You can see the gas, liquid, and solid. So gas is all pervading, expanded state. Energy is a flowing state. Liquid is a flowing state. Solid is a solidified state. Now, are there three different things? There are three different names of the one reality. The consciousness, pure awareness, appears to be in movement. It's called Shakti, energy. The energy appears to be frozen. Is called matter. We are not speaking of three different things. We are speaking only one reality. That one reality appears in different ways, the way you look at it. What are you? What do you call yourself as? Raman Maharshi asks you as, who are you? I will say, what are you? What are you? You are nothing but energy, physical energy, intellectual energy, emotional energy, biological energy. You are nothing but a bundle of energy. I would like to answer the question, what are you? Who are you is consciousness. Consciousness like vapor, all pervading. Energy is flowing. You are flowing. Are you really flowing? Are you stuck? Are you frozen? So, in the way of the body, mind, and spirit, we can call it body, mind, and spirit. Spirit is consciousness, mind is energy, body is solid, for frozen. Body, mind, and spirit. Yoga is about working on body, mind, and spirit. Who are you? Atma, Paramatma. What are you is energy. Are you not the energy? Is your body frozen? 10 minutes body, before body, now body is different. Already millions of cells have changed. Your mind has changed. Your intellect is, you are constantly flowing energy. Look at Bangalore photo 10 years back. And today Bangalore photo, you can't even recognize. Bangalore is flowing. Everything in nature is flowing, flowing, flowing. It's energy flow. But are we flowing in life? Are we flowing with life? Are we frozen in life? Are we flowing or are we stagnating? Can we flow with life? Can we flow with energy? That's what is called Shakti Darshana. We are energy beings. We are connected totally to the cosmos, cosmic energy. Wave is always connected to water and ocean. Wave will never be separate from water and ocean. You are connected to the Divine Mother all the time, and Divine Mother only is operating through you. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Matru Rupena Samstita Namastasye Namastasye Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Samstita Namastasye Namastasye Namo Namaha. What are you? You are nothing but divine energy in various forms. That's all. Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. So that energy combination is what you are. You are divine energy appearing in some shape. That's all. You think you are somebody. You are nobody. You are a divine energy form appearing as a human being. Divine energy in temple and some places, without realizing that you yourself are nothing but an energy form of the divine. The question here is, are you frozen or are you expanding? Energy never quiet. Energy is never kept quiet. Energy is expression. Energy is exploding. Energy is expansion. What has happened to you? Because of your illusion, you think you're somebody. In fact, you're nobody. You're nothing but energy form. And there's a constant exchange of energy with the universe. What about your breath? The moment you breathe in, energy comes into your body. Breathe out, energy goes out. Where is the breath coming from? Cosmos, entire universe. We are energy beings connected to the total cosmos. The total cosmic energy is called Divine Mother, Shakti. You are nothing but a Shakti in some form. And in any interaction, we exchange energy. We may think that we are talking, we are giving something, we are walking. In fact, everything what we do is energy exchange. When you speak to somebody, you are exchanging Vak Shakti. When you give something to object to somebody, you are giving the object, which is nothing but Shakti. Entire universe is nothing but exchange of energy. Entire transaction is nothing but exchange of energy. But what is the quality of energy you exchange? That's you have to ask the question. What is that you exchange with the universe? What is that you exchange with the people? What quality of energy you are exchanging? Are you exchanging divine energy or asuric energy, demonic energy? Everything is energy only. Divine energy uplifts you. Demonic energy makes other person shrink. Expansion, expression is energy. So same way, energy is also Maya. This is Maya Shakti. Vidya Maya, Avidya Maya. Avidya Maya creates illusion. Vidya Maya creates evolution, expansion. What are you exchanging? With people, with surrounding. And what we have done to the world, we are exchanging the energy of the world and we are practically destroying the world. If there are no human beings, the world will be a better place to live. Complete environment pollution. We are exchanging energy with the universe. Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter Shloka 7.5, there are two types of energy, para prakriti and apara prakriti. Apara prakriti involves material nature, space, wind, fire, water, the 5 elements. Para prakriti is conscious beings like us. Para prakriti and apara prakriti. Para prakriti and apara prakriti is a conscious energy and material energy of God. That's all. So what are you? You are conscious energy of the divine. But you confuse yourself with the material energy of the divine. You confuse yourself with the material. That confusion is called Maya. We are the conscious beings, which is called para prakriti, conscious energy of divine. Bhagavad Gita 7.5. So now let us come to human being. The energy, you have seen a river. In a river, there can be whirlpools. Right? A river is flowing and you have seen a whirlpool. Anything you throw into the whirlpool, it will sink. So energy ocean has whirlpools. The whirlpools are living beings like us. Within us, the energy whirlpools are there. The energy vortexes are there. These are called chakras. There are 6 chakras: Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Adma, and Sahasrara. 6 chakras. They are energy whirlpools, energy vortexes. So we are living in an ocean of energy. In the ocean, some energy whirlpools are there. They are called chakras in our body. So chakra means circle, wheel. You know why? Energy always operates in a circle. So electrical energy requires 2 wires, positive and negative has to return to positive. It cannot go in one way. It has to complete circle. Energy has to complete circuit. So that's what your karma is about. If you give something to somebody, it will have to come back to you. Energy circuit has to be closed. Energy circuit cannot be always open-ended. Giving something, maybe gift or gali, both will have come back to you. When you say Loka Samasta Sukhina Bhavanta, the entire universe will send back the energy to you. What you give will come back because energy is a circle. Circuit. So, what you give, be careful because it will come back to you in abundance. There's the law of karma. What you sow, you shall reap. Chakra is the energy vortex. There are 6 chakras. Seventh is Sahasrara, is not in the body, slightly above the body. And the energy is circle. Chakras have vrittis. Vritti is actually equivalent of, in English word, it's called thoughts, feelings, emotions in the mind. Vritti is also circle. Vratta means circle. See, our ancients use the word very carefully. Chakra is circle. Vritti is also circle. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, also energy circles, energy vortexes. These vrittis operate from the chakras. Or mind operates from the center. Mind operates chakras and mind operates from chakras. So what is the relationship between energy and the mind? Energy and the mind, the relationship is like this. There's a blind man who can walk. There's a lame man who cannot walk, but he can see. So now lame man sits on the back of the blind man and together they walk. So who is the blind man here? Energy. Who is the lame man? Mind. Together they operate. Any place. Your entire body, mind and world is nothing but energy and mind operating together. So change the energy, change the mind will change. Change the mind, energy will change. Understand? Now, which is easier to change? Energy is easier to change compared to the mind. That's what yoga is about. Change the energy pattern, your mind will change. Whereas psychology, treatment is done for the mind. It's slightly difficult to treat the mind because mind has so many layers. You function at the energy level, the mind changes because mind and energy work together. They are paired. So vritti is actually mental waves. Chakra is the energy waves. They work together. We are living in an ocean of energy, and the energy has vortexes, whirlpools within us. So to understand chakras, I'll give another example. Have you seen a power distribution system? So energy is generated at a center, then it's transmitted to various places. There's a transmission, wires are required. So now, when energy comes to our house, there's a step-down transformer is required. Step-down transformer. Why? Our house cannot handle so much of energy which is coming from the generation station. So energy has to be stepped down. It's called step-down transformer. Then you use in the body, in the house. Similarly, chakras are step-down transformers. The cosmic energy is infinite. But to use in our body, we cannot use that so much of energy. We'll fuse, burn out. They step down so that energy can be used in our body. Otherwise, our body will explode with cosmic energy. We can't. So chakras are the step down transformers for the energy in the body. Understand? So you look at the other way. A step down transformer is also step up transformer. This way is step down, this way is step up. So if you are able to tune into the energy and send the energy from here, the energy will explode into cosmic energy. So you have the ability to influence the cosmic energy the other way. That's your prayer, that's your yoga sadhana. That's your yoga. So your intention can manifest in the cosmos. You have this energy is two ways. In the step down transformer, higher energy comes and transmits to body energy. So now the reverse way, if you send some energy, that get magnified and goes cosmos. How that happens, you'll understand. That's what the power of Sankalpa is about. That's the power of human beings. Human beings can be divine. Step down and step up. For our living, energy has to be stepped down. For Loka Kalyana, energy has to be stepped up. Jagaditaya, energy has to be stepped up. Okay, for your living, energy has to be stepped down. That's what chakras are about. Are you clear? So, the mind operates at the chakra level. because energy and mind work together. They are called vritti. Vritti means circle. Mind is also circle, but mind is also energy. Okay. This vrittis are pancha vrittis, 5 vrittis are there. Pramana means right knowledge. The mind is required for right knowledge also. Pratyaksha means I see something. Okay. I see something and I have to operate, function. Right knowledge is required. Anumana means I have to do inference. For functioning in the world, I need a right knowledge. That's a mental mode. Agama means scriptures. These are all called pramana. Valid knowledge. It's sort of mental vritti. Because mind, all types of mind, the mental vrittis are not should not be destroyed. Valid knowledge is required for functioning in the world. Viparyaya means wrong knowledge. So, for example, mistaking a rope as a snake is called viparyaya. Right knowledge you understand, right? Through senses, you see somebody, or through when you see smoke, you think it's a fire is there, or when you read scriptures, Tattvamasi, you understand, oh, I am Brahman. That's called Pramana. Viparyaya means wrong knowledge. So see a rope and start thinking a snake. And see your body and start thinking that I am the body. Right? Body, which is energy form, you consider as a body, solid body. Water you consider as ice. So that's a viparyaya, wrong knowledge. Vikalpa means fantasy. So fantasy is something is viparyaya. In viparyaya you take mistake. Vikalpa, you start thinking of the non-existing thing. Okay. So what is non-existing thing? Huh? Flying elephant, or somebody starts thinking that he is the greatest Superman. Alice in the Wonderland, like that. Nidra is also vritti. Okay, Nidra is a vritti where you are not able to acquire any knowledge. Smriti, memory, recollection of experience of objects. Now the problem is, all smriti, there are no objects in the universe. You record an event and say it's object. Everything in the universe is energy. In the energy, there are no objects. When you take a photo of the energy, it appears like an object. That's called smriti. See, you take a photograph of ocean, a wave is coming. You take a photograph and say, this ocean. The wave has gone already. It's an energy form. Energy form you cannot capture in a photo. All your memories are energy forms that you are trying to capture as a photo. That's called memory. I went to the beach, so nice beach. You are only snapshot of the beach. Beach is energy. It is constantly changing. The one who went there, your body is also changing. Your mind is changing. How can you capture changing reality as memory? But you start taking memory, and then we start living memory is real. That's why smriti is about. Memory is useful, but not real. Okay. These are pancha vrittis, 5 vrittis as per the Yoga Shastra. They operate from the chakras. So vritti is actually fluctuations of the mind. Yoga is about yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta vritti nirodha means reducing the fluctuation of the mind. The mind will constantly fluctuate in terms of these 5 vrittis: pramana, viparyaya, vikalpa, nidra, and smriti. Pramana is useful. Viparyaya, vikalpa, nidra, smriti, you can reduce, make the mind silent, stillness. That stillness is called yoga. And how do you do that? Not by controlling the mind, but by managing the energy. Energy can be managed. Energy can be stopped. Energy can be utilized. That's what yoga is all about. So, up to this point, I spoke on chakras. Anybody has a question on chakras? Any questions about this, what I spoke so far? Anybody on Zoom? Vaniji, Ashwini.
Hari Om Guruji, Shobana here.
Yes, Shobana.
So these chakras, they take the required energy from the conscious and then project it into the gross matter, is it, Guruji? That is the body.
There's nothing called gross matter. Whatever you call as matter is nothing but energy only. For you, it appears as matter.
Yeah.
So for you, for doctor, it appears like a cells. For a scientist, it appears like energy. So what are you?
I am an energy body.
So where is giving and taking? It's a flow.
Okay.
So chakras are whirlpools where energy flow is happening.
So each chakra takes in a certain amount of energy and gives it back, is it?
Certain amount of energy and utilized in some way. We'll go next step, next class, next session. I'll introduce each chakra separately.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Anybody else? Any questions? Sita, Santosh, Vani.
Panchavrittis is very interesting, Prabhuji. The 5 ways in which the mind functions.
Yeah, this is as per the Yoga Shastra. Sorry?
ಹೊಸ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Very nice.
Yeah, Vedanta are constantly focused on avidya, right? So Yoga Shastra is focused on the functioning in the world.
Vidya Maya.
Vidya Maya.
Guruji, I have one more question. Shobana again.
Yes.
This is in temples and all, we have this spiral, very long kind of a thing, rod-like thing projecting upwards. Is it for the energies to be absorbed?
Our temple is nothing but an energy center.
Okay.
Okay. So there they have various mechanisms to absorb energy and distribute energy. I'll take up temple architecture in a separate session.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Take this part of this. I'll take a temple architecture also.
Okay.
So our temples are representation of, it's a living entity, it's a living energy. So that antenna, the gopuram, all those things are required for energy collection and distribution.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Then you have a question, how the energy gets come to Asuri energy and Daiva energy. So energy and mind work together, right? Mind energy, I've given the example, right? So mind under the conditions of viparyaya vikalpa, wrong understanding, creates illusions. It's energy only, but there will be demonic energy. In terms of frequency, it will be different frequency. The frequency will take it separately. But what will happen is you start living the greed, anger, jealousy type of energy. That's called demonic energy. So next session, I am going to explain about chakras and how they translate to different energies. Cosmic, I would say cosmic energy. The cosmic energy operates as Vidya Maya and Avidya Maya. Right? The creation involves two things, creation and destruction. It's a continuous process. So in energy, there's a peak and valley, wave and flatness. In ocean, there's a wave and no wave. In a mountain is there and valley is there. So energy will create always the opposites, appear to be opposites. Duality is created by the energy movement, apparent energy movement. That duality, one part of duality is Daivas and other part of duality is Asuras, Asuri Pravritti. They are part of the one whole. Anybody else have any questions?
Shobana again, Guruji. How does this demonic energy shrink the other person?
We'll come back to next session. We'll have the next session.
Okay.
Okay.
these vrittis, this kama, krodha, moha, and all, that's also a vritti.
Yeah,
That will come under viparyaya.
they'll come under, I said, vikalpa, viparyaya. See, everything comes out viparyaya, wrong understanding of life. Okay. So your question of Shobana, how Asuri Pravrutti will shrink the other person. Okay. So imagine your spouse with a very angry at you. Will you be free flowing or will be shrinking? Shobana?
Definitely, I'll feel like withdrawing and.
That's what, no. The demonic energy will force the other person to shrink. The divine energy will help other persons, okay, grow together. Yeah, your question?
Okay.
Yes, Amol, what is the question? Where is he? He's in Zoom. So Amol, you have a question?
No, Guruji, I don't have a question.
Okay, was it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't think that will come later. Right now, whatever is ask the question within the framework. Ask the question within this framework. All right.
Hey, Guruji, I will ask for one question. Is those energy centers, are they like physically present or they are the subtle body
Energy
recording?
centers are physical at all.
Okay.
Energy centers not at all physical. The physical part of the energy center is your body and endocrine glands.
Okay. Okay.
Energy is non-physical. Okay,
when
energy, you cannot detect these energies with the instruments. You can detect the effect of energy with instruments. There are something like RR reader or or Kirlian photography. They are all effect of energy. But energy themselves, you cannot read.
But when we try to, energize our energy centers, we try to focus on particular points in the physical body. So how does that?
You cannot access energy because non-physical. Okay. But physical body, if you touch, energy is affected because energy appears as physical body.
Okay.
Right? See, what is water is nothing but ice. If you touch ice, you are touching water only.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll conclude this session. We'll take up the next session. Now only. Now we'll go to the next topic. Are you okay? Stop this recording.